The EU launches a process to unblock a €90 billion loan to Ukraine and new sanctions against Russia. With the Druzhba oil pipeline restored, Hungary's controversial veto on a €90 billion loan to Ukraine is rapidly approaching its end. Hungary's veto on this loan is rapidly approaching its end. The European Union has officially launched its internal process to unblock a €90 billion loan to Ukraine and the 20th round of sanctions against Russia, bringing the standoff between Budapest and Kyiv closer to a conclusion after months of intrigue. The so-called written procedure began on Wednesday afternoon during a meeting of ambassadors in Brussels. Member states have up to 24 hours to submit objections. Cyprus, which holds the rotating presidency of the Council of the EU, expects the procedure to conclude on Thursday afternoon, when a final decision could be announced. Hungary or Slovakia could still prevent the decision from being adopted by unanimous vote if they so choose, but diplomats believe this is unlikely. Instead, according to EU diplomats interviewed by Euronews, a deal is virtually guaranteed once the Druzhba oil pipeline, which is at the center of the veto dispute, is restored. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Tuesday that the Soviet-era infrastructure damaged by Russian drones in late January has been repaired and can resume operation. Traffic is expected to resume within hours. The EU asked Ukraine to repair the Druzhba pipeline, which was destroyed by Russia. "We have repaired it. We hope that the EU will also fulfill its agreed obligations," Zelensky said in his evening address on Tuesday. The €90 billion loan had been blocked for months by outgoing Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán, who accused Kyiv of blocking financial flows for political reasons. Orbán has made his dispute with Zelensky over Druzhba a major issue of his explosive election campaign. However, the seasoned prime minister suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of opposition leader Péter Magyar, promising to restore the rule of law, improve ties with the EU, and release EU funding withheld by Brussels due to legal violations. Hungary's transition period, the first in 16 years, paved the way for a break from the impasse. Meanwhile, the sanctions package remains blocked by Hungary and Slovakia. Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico stated on Wednesday that his veto would only be lifted after oil production resumed. The Slovak government will not agree to a sanctions package in favor of Ukraine unless the Druzhba pipeline is truly reopened, Fico said. The sanctions include a complete ban on maritime shipping by Russian oil tankers. But this measure is conditional on reaching an agreement at the G7 level after Malta and Greece, two coastal countries, expressed serious concerns. A deal between the G7 countries is unlikely to take place anytime soon, given the White House's recent decision to extend sanctions relief on Russian oil, which has angered Europeans. This is news. You removed the unnecessary words regarding the TV channel and corrected it.
Thanks for watching Fundamentals of Economics. Subscribe now for more insights into global finance and market.